Hello, this video is here to show you the highlights of the new interactive panels, including its standalone use feature is the first one up. You'd simply take the remote and turn on your interactive panel. You will get a series of users so you can individualize your user. You type in a nice digit code that you will individualize to yourself, and then your home screen appears. The screen will become very familiar with you as you learn to use your new line panel. On this screen, there is also a side menu that lets you switch between various functions. I'm going to show you the whiteboard feature. The whiteboard, very similar to what you would use in Smart Notebook. You have a pen that you can write on the board, but this one is a dual purpose pen, meaning you can use both sides to do different functions. So I'm switching it to become a highlighter on the back side and the pencil on the front side. So I can use each of those functions very easily, switching between. It does have some standard shapes and arrows if you need those. We also have the ability to grab a hold of the whole entire thing we just made, make it bigger, make it smaller, move it around the screen, or delete it. There also is the eraser function. So there's a nice eraser, just like you would have on the SmartBook, and you can erase it all at the same time by circling what you want and hitting erase. There's also the nice function of just clearing the whole entire thing off if you would like. And you have the ability to go back to things you did in the past and save it as a PDF so that you can use it for other purposes in the future. Now let me show you how easy it is to open up Google Chrome and bring up a website. So in this case, you just go to the top browser and type in the website. I'm going to do the ROCORI homepage so you can see how I could easily get into Schoology on my interactive panel. So there's the homepage. I searched it in a Google search and then brought it up. You could also add these to a favorite tab if you would like. Now, because it's my first time on the device, when I hit Schoology, it's going to ask me to sign in. This is something that once you sign in on your device, it's secure with that code. Again, you'd have to type in your password, which you might not want to do in front of students, so it's always good to do that ahead of time, but it will save it for you. As you can see, I can move the keyboard around so that I can hit that sign in button. And now I will be able to get into Schoology by simply signing in on there. And then I can click to my courses and bring up anything within the course. This works on any web page, no matter which one you're using. You can get into curriculum online, anything you would need to using a web browser. You can show YouTube videos, any web-based program you can do on the device without ever hooking up your MacBook or another computer device. Now let's talk about ease of use. So this board has what's called the home screen. There's 6 main buttons on that home screen and then a panel of 5 extra buttons that are the apps. You can easily customize this by adding apps that are your 5 favorite on the bottom. Here I'm just adding Microsoft Word to the bottom app list. Now I can easily click on any of those apps or any of the 6 other buttons. There's also the side menu that'll allow you to switch to things. So here is my multiple open windows. So you can see I have 2 different web browsing areas open, and I can click on any of those with ease and switch back and forth. The nice thing is you can have multiple tabs open and easily switch from one to the next to the next. Your home screen will become very familiar to you, as that is how you switch back and forth between the various items and able to get back to that main screen. On that main screen, there's also an apps button. Apps are used for various programs built within the board. Here I'm going to bring up an app called the Classroom app that has a built-in timer, has a built-in dice, has some other built-in features that you can use right within the board, and then you can easily close out of those apps as you see fit. The side menu is very helpful because you can switch between various things. So here is how easy I'm switching between multiple things, from web pages to my home screen. Now I'm going to my MacBook that's put in there my checkerboard, and I can use my MacBook with the device, and then I can switch back to going to my other areas, whether it's the apps, the whiteboards, the internet, and my MacBook's still hooked up, but I can do lots of things. Let's talk about the last features here that smartboard and projectors don't have built within them. There's a nice little button, and you can change lots of things on your panel. Brightness, volume, yes, there's speakers built right in. You can use the split screen option, where you can split two different documents at the same time, two different apps. So you can have two things displayed at the same time within the screen itself. Split screen is just one of the features. There's also other features like being able to freeze it on your remote, and you can also lock your screen. So it locks it, and then all you do is type in that nice little code and get back into it. So these are just a few features the interactive panel has that are all built in instead of having to do it on a separate device. Now let's talk about how we hook up our MacBook. Our MacBook can hook directly into the interactive panel through our USB-C cord. You just simply plug it into your device, plug it into the front of the panel, and there you go. That's it. No extra buttons, no extra fuss. It also charges your device as you use it. So here I'm bringing up my Smart Notebook. So yes, you can still use those Smart Notebook files off your MacBook on the screen itself. You can see this is my nice checkerboard I brought up. It is an interactive function within Smart Notebook software, and I'm still able to use it at the board, just like a touch feature would be on the smart boards themselves right now. But this is done using my MacBook. I can also take the pen and use the write over feature that exists within the smart panels themselves. So I don't have to write right on my Smart Notebook slides, but you could also use your Smart Notebook slides. So you can hook up anything from your MacBook and project it on your screen. And again, there's all those capabilities of being able to write on top without affecting your document itself. Now let me show you and talk about some other features that we're not going to get to in this video, such as the ability to screen share. So you don't have to hook up by wire to the device. So I can be sitting at the back of the room and using this web-based program, I can connect my MacBook or iPad or any other device to the screen. Notice I had to allow the person to enter in. Now you can see this is my device being used. Some other wonderful things that are on this that we aren't covering today: the apps, including the ability to get all the Office 365 packages to get into your OneDrive without having to put your device on there. There's so many things that these boards can do that we aren't covering in this video today. This is just a brief highlight of all the great things these interactive panels can do for us here in the ROCORI School District.